Hey guys, Mason here. I wanted to put together a quick video on how we're using code violations to locate the owner and contact information using our list stack product. This is just the code violations page. If you were to click export once you go to it, it gives you the option to export into Excel. Down here at the bottom of the page is a breakdown of the different code violations by description. So from here, I don't know what you want, but go ahead and sort it. I've gone ahead and pulled out a couple into just to show an example of what it looks like. From there, all we need is the violation address and the city and state. There is no zip on this particular one. So you can see here that this is the code violation address, and then these are city state. So from there, we go ahead and pull the file into a download and CSV and name it code violations for Tarrant County. Click save. Next, we're going to need to create an account. So we go to the link in the description, which is put your email here and create a password. We need information in all of these fields to create everything needed to start a list stacker. Click register. You will get a confirmation and it'll send you an email. You have to verify the email to then log in. So this is the main page where all of your data will be held. The first thing that we would need to do is to upload. And in uploading, we have to create a new map. Currently we have no maps. A map just maps the fields of the data that you're bringing in into our system. So in here, we're going to name it and on a template description, just test for Tarrant County and put today's date. And then we have property address is A, and then property city would be B. And then in this we have state is C. So if you don't understand that, in here it says A, B, C. These three fields are all that we're mapping in. And we created the upload map. I'll have to go back. So now we have code violations. We're going to create a tag. A tag is what we're going to call the actual what we're uploading. So of course we're going to name this code violations. I already got one here if you spell it right. And then description is for us, Tarrant County. You can give a date if you want to. So now we have the code violations, we have a tag that we're creating, and then we want to assign a tag score in 0 to 100. I'm just adding 1, that way every time an address shows up, it'll add 1 to its cell score. So next we would browse and find the file and click upload. And you can see the points were deducted. I guess the first thing prior to uploading, you have to purchase points. So you go to the payments option, and we use Stripe, which is the most secure online platform. You'd select the number of points. 1 point is equal to a penny. So no matter which ones you buy, it would the points stay in there. Then we charge against the points inside the system. That's how we're able to do it with no monthly. Okay, if you wait just 30 seconds or so, depending on how many you have, you would go in here. We're at the My Properties page, and we can go to code violations and then click search. And what it does, it brings up all of the addresses we just uploaded. So if you click on the details tab on any of them, you can see that we now have a zip code and can search. So in here we can see that we have a vacant status, which is accurate, meaning during the upload it checked vacancy. Absentee is blank because we do not have the owner. We need to go either download this data and find the owner, or we can use a My Project. A My Project is where we can append or bring in other data. So we have the choice right here for owner's name. So I'm just going to name it Tarrant County, and then we choose which list we want to buy the owners for, and we click process. It tells you that we're going to charge 4 cents per hit to locate the owner's name. Click confirm. We can see we just spent a couple of points, and down here at the bottom of the page is telling us the status is active. And you can see here that whenever things are running at the bottom of the projects, this is the initial address of verification with vacancy status given to it. So we'll let that process. It should be. After waiting a few minutes, we can come back and pull back up the code violations tag in the My Properties, and if we click on any of them, kind of push the button, we can see that the mail address and the owner's name has been appended to the file. So at this point we could go ahead and export all properties, and that would give you the property address with a zip code. It could give you the owner's name and address, or we could go ahead and skip trace them. So with skip tracing, we would go back to My Projects if that's what you wanted to do. Click the skip trace, give it a name of Tarrant, import the properties we wanted to skip trace, and then we would just click process. If you wanted to play around with it prior to doing that, we have, like I was saying, the vacant status. So we have to pull this back up and search. So we could filter by tag score. The list I just uploaded, you can see I gave it a score of 1, and it's showing me a 3. So that just means that this particular address, I did not remove duplicates, but they were on the code violations 3 times. This one only 2, and this one 1. So you can see this, whoever this is has 6 code violations. I don't know anything about it other than the list that I uploaded gave it the tag score. So we it's just showing us that we uploaded it multiple times on the same list. If we were wanting to create a tag to isolate the just the hot zip codes, we could click add a tag, select new tag. Actually, we got to go back to the upload part. I'm going to now click add a new tag, and we'll call this hot zips. create. So you can see on our tag list, I have 46 properties that were uploaded from those code violations, or 46 unique properties. You can see that, and on hot zips we now have 0. Go back to my property. I don't know any zip codes in. I have to get a zip code. So from here, let's just pretend like this is a hot zip. I have no idea. I'm not familiar with Texas. So what we would do is, let's say that, we want to go to code violations and include zip code. So we hit search, and in here it only gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But let's just pretend like that is the hot zip code that we're shooting for. So what we do is we do code violations, we leave the zip code that we think is hot or that we want to add to a new tag, and we do hot zips. So let's say that, I don't know zip codes, but let's pretend that we know that if that's even a real zip code, we could hit add to tag, and if there are any properties, that one would be added also. So now we could take a really broad sample of the entire county worth of code violations and just target down to that one zip code, or that group, a cluster of 5 or 10 zip codes that we have cash buyers in, and could then buy the owners for that and skip trace just those, rather than having houses out on the outskirts where nobody is looking to purchase. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I love talking about data.